Hello everybody, my name is iPoppers, and today we will be looking at the backrooms level 480, the inconvenience store. Now, before we get going here, I want to apologize. I did miss a day. I had to, get groceries, stuff like that. And honestly, I just fucking forgot. Also had some other things to do. But, I'm uploading again. At least it's not a 3 month or up to a year absence. So, I'm doing pretty good so far, I think. Anyway, with that said, today we will be looking at the inconvenience store. Survival difficulty, class 3. Unsafe, unsecure, low entity count. Level 480 is a set of expansive convenience shops located in a set of long, dirty corridors, and it is currently the only known place in the backrooms where one can enter Xeroxes. Description: Level 480 is a large system of rooms which contains several different storefronts. The caption to this image is one of the stall halls of level 480. It is unknown where the sky near the top of the ceiling comes from. At first glance, these stores seem clean and well kept. The floors are scrubbed clean, the shelves are stocked and sorted neatly, and several air conditioners blast cool air across the stores. However, upon further exploration, wanderers will discover that some of the stores are in worse conditions than some. Some of the other ones which can be found inside this level, lights in some areas have been found broken or damaged, and the freezers in many frozen food aisles have malfunctioned, not working properly. Some aisles may also be found in total chaos, their products scattered across the ground in total disarray. The cause of these damages is currently unknown, but they are suspected to be the work of the entities which reside in level 480. Even so, the consistency in the scale and type of damage found may also suggest that the destruction originates mainly from a yet undocumented entity that the MEG has yet to encounter. Traversing the level is not a simple task. The level contains dirty, lengthy corridors of storefronts, which are often packed tightly together. These stores may be much larger than their entrances would suggest upon entry into a store. One may find that the interior space of a store may overlap with regions which, from the outside, appear to be occupied by adjacent stores. Duplicate entrances into the same store entrance can also be found close to each other, despite the fact that in the interior itself they are spaced far apart, and wanderers may leave a store through the same entrance they entered it from, only to find that it now leads to a different segment of the level. Because of this, the geometry of level 480 has been deemed non-Euclidean and is impossible to traverse logically and securely due to its nature. Off-brand products and booby traps. The products on the shelves and displays appear to be off-brand varieties of products found in convenience and grocery stores. These include canned and boxed food, bottled drinks, cosmetics, and household appliances. Contrary to what their off-brand appearance may suggest, these products are actually of higher quality than their regular counterparts. Food and drinks have been described as tasting better and, in some cases, even accelerated the healing of minor wounds and injuries. Similarly, the available household tools and appliances are often more efficient, durable, and powerful than their ordinary counterparts. Despite this, wanderers are advised not to take any of the products found in level 480, as there is a high risk that they will be booby-trapped. There is never any indication a product may be booby-trapped until it is picked up. When it is, it will proceed to spring one of the varying traps listed below, and on some occasions it will produce a soft, childlike giggle which only the victim can hear. The caption to this image is an example of an off-brand product found in level 480. Some of the booby traps observed are as follows. The product becoming extremely hot or cold when contact is made. The product detonating with the force of a firecracker, roughly 600 joules, and causing a moderately loud noise, which could attract any entities potentially nearby. The product becoming stuck to whatever surface makes contact with it for a short amount of time, 10 to 15 minutes, temporarily incapacitating those who touch it. The product lifting off from the hands of a victim and ramming into them at high speeds of up to 40 kilometers an hour. This can prove particularly deadly if the product happens to be something such as a shovel or bowling ball. For reference, 40 kilometers an hour is about 20 miles an hour. Give or take, of course. The product levitating above the victim's head and playing a disruptive noise. In more serious cases, booby-trapped products have also been reported to cause an unseen force to apply a significant amount of pressure to one of the victim's bones, breaking and crushing them, which oftentimes results in permanent damage. Cause a temporary or permanent loss of sensory abilities, blindness, deafness, and rarely a total loss of the sense of touch. Skin sections of their victim's epidermis cause all hair on the victim to spontaneously fall off. In one reported case, transport the victim to another, more dangerous level. Entities. The level contains a moderately high amount of hostile entities, including skin stealers, smilers during blackout periods, and tile traps. Apart from booby-trapped products, another threat lies in the store aisles, the entities known as Xeroxes. These shape-shifting creatures spend their days sleeping in between products in store aisles, and as suggested by their name, they can shapeshift into the form of different products to fool their prey into thinking they are harmless. The primary concern when dealing with Xeroxes is their ear-splitting screech. When they are picked out, they pull themselves away from the person/entity that may have disrupted their dormancy, and let out a loud noise which serves as both as a distraction to the prey and a lure for nearby entities. After the Xerox lets out its screech, it will observe the surrounding area and wait for entities to investigate the scene and finish off the prey. Should none arrive to do so, the Xerox will take matters into its own hands and attack the victim itself, extending a set of razor-sharp fangs and lunging or flying at the victim's chest cavity. The fangs themselves are extremely sharp and are powerful enough to easily rip and tear through human flesh. However, they lack mobility, and one can easily evade a Xerox by simply sprinting away. Xeroxes themselves are not difficult to deal with besides their screech. They're made of a very fragile cartilage-like substance, which can be smashed on surrounding surfaces very easily. But the threat of other entities and their deadly screech makes them a formidable threat to those traversing through level 480. Worst of all, unlike booby traps, Xeroxes have been known to attack their prey entirely unprovoked. While this phenomenon is not common, wanderers should still be cautious when traveling through the aisles of level 480. Due to the high entity count and the length one may need to travel through a single aisle, visitors are undoubtedly going to encounter hostile entities at some point during their travels through level 480. Wanderers are advised to bring adequate equipment and make appropriate preparations to engage entities in combat, run large distances, and climb over aisles to escape if necessary. Blackout periods. The most dangerous aspect of level 480 is what are known as blackout periods. During these periods, all lights in level 480 will switch off, and all windows are barred by unknown means. This leaves all wanderers within the level stranded in pitch black darkness, which is highly dangerous. Given the aforementioned dangers in the level during such periods, it is important to have a source of artificial light to spot entities that may be close by, preferably a disposable one, such as a glow stick, in case of smiler attacks. One should maintain silence as best as they can to conceal their location from any entities that may be lurking nearby. Thankfully, blackout periods do not tend to last long, usually only lasting approximately 5 to 20 minutes. Because of the risk involved in getting the products from level 480, they have a high trade value in the rest of the backrooms. Should travelers seek to obtain the enhanced properties of level 480 in spite of said risks, they should prepare themselves adequately for the dangers they are most definitely bound to encounter. Bases, outposts, and communities. There are no known bases, outposts, or communities on this level. Additional content. As of December 5th, 2024, notice boards were hung up on walls all around level 480, each one displaying notes or adverts. The origin of said notes is as of yet unknown. Below are some samples of the notices which have been found on these notice boards. Employee of the Month. Narina Trigyet Kanakuka. April 2024. Position: Stalker. Nominated for exceptional warding off of shoplifters, amazing upkeep of security, super quick restocking of goods. Thank you for your outstanding service and loyalty. Dear shoppers, we've received several complaints about our anti-shoplifting measures, which we would like to address. As any dedicated patron would know, here at Unintelligible, we work with an organized shopping system. Shoppers are expected to contact one of our staff members when traversing the store and all of the things which they take are to be monitored by said staff member, which chooses to accompany them. This means that whenever you are shopping unaccompanied by a staff member, our anti-shoplifting measures will be enacted. This ensures no theft occurs in our chain of stores and that we can keep our premises thief-free. We hope you understand our motives, and we thank you for reaching out to us about your concerns. With regards, the management. Have you been zumping? Most people brush off zumping as part of an easily self-medicated blork. But zumping can be a symptom of Derek's disease. Left untreated, Derek's disease can be fatal. Other symptoms may include thunkalunk, shifting through Euclidean geometry, slurk, dirk, nur, and fujili, explosive diarrhea, age, unintelligible, general feelings of, do these apply to you? Don't wait. Get help. This information has jointly been brought to you by Yalmart and the Anti-Derek Association. To maintenance team, or whoever is taking care of the lights, really. From Dorian, the third one. Subject, the lights. Excuse me for crummy formatting. I'm not used to these emails you lot have been using in the past few years. I think you all know that by now, since this is probably the 100th time I've sent one of these around to you all. That's besides the point, though. I know I'm considered a lowly stalker in all of your eyes, but I'd appreciate if my opinion was taken seriously, at least for once now. How many times have I told you all that the lights are screwed? It's been 34 years. 47 years. A long time since we've had these things installed. And they've been broken ever since we first got them. I'm pretty sure you've all noticed that by this point. So I've just assumed that you're all ignoring me now. I ask once again, could you please heed my request for once? It gets really annoying when the lights go out. When the lights going out causes me to lose balance while stalking. I've had to reassemble several dozens of those tower displays you insist on keeping now, and I'm getting tired of the same thing happening to me every single time. Please reply soon. I'm tired of these crummy conditions I've had to work in. Yours truly, Dorian, the third one. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Some doors in level 122 lead to level 480. They're normally dirtier looking compared to the other doors and storefronts in level 122. These same doors appear in level 423, although they are much rarer there. Exits. Some doors and storefronts lead back to level 122. These are hard to differentiate from the rest of the doors in the level, but are the most common and reliable method of exiting level 480. The corridors in which the stores are connected to sometimes lead to level 2. This becomes apparent when the doors of level 480 stop appearing and are instead replaced by the geometry of level 2. Alright, well, that kind of concludes it. And by that I mean there's footnotes. So let's take a look at them. So first, we've got one. I'm trying to find the one here. And I'm failing. I'm very much failing to find. I wonder if I can control F. Does the 2... Does that not work? Okay, I can't seems I can't. I don't know if the 2 includes footnotes. Okay, it doesn't. Well, don't worry. I will attempt to find these footnotes. Now, unfortunately, I can't. Here we are. This one is the products on the shelves and displays appear to be off-brand, and that footnote is right next to off-brand. Examples of this happening include brand name changes, palette swaps, and mascot mix-ups. Okay, I think I've got it now. And the second footnote is the product levitating above the victim's head and playing a disruptive noise. It comes right after the word noise in that sentence. And this one gives the insight that this includes television static, commercials, and in some cases the music that the victim dislikes the most. Which, that's kind of an insult. But if that's anti-shoplifting measures, who can really blame them? The third footnote is the primary cause for concern when dealing with Xeroxes is their ear-splitting screech when they are picked out. They pull themselves away from the person/entity that may have disrupted their dormancy and let out a loud noise. Again, right after noise in that sentence. This footnote lets us know that this has been observed to reach dangerously high volumes of up to 180 decibels. In cases where extreme volumes such as this one are reached, instant ear-rupturing unconsciousness and spontaneous death has been observed. Strangely, despite what would usually occur in such a situation, things like glass and light bulbs are not damaged by the scream. That's a lovely thought. And the fourth footnote is at the end of Dorian's email, a stamp was found attached with each instance of this message around the level. And that makes all the footnotes. Now, this level gives some insight into, I don't know if it's necessarily the lore of the backrooms in general, but definitely what could be happening in things like the inconvenience store. Now, Dorian the third one has an entity file, which can we... You know what? I think I'll read it right now. How about that? Entity 93, Night Stalker. Dum dum da. Dum 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 da dum dum dum. Dum 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 da dum da dum. Let's see a couple Dr. Thunders here, some twin fingers for the box, and I guess we're out of twin fingers. Oh well, these will have to do. Dum 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 da dum dum dum. Dum 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 da dum da. Crash. Shit. Hello? You seemed to have knocked some cans over. Please don't hurt me. Clumsy, clumsy. I won't tell anyone that you're... Oh, you got blood on the cans. What a mess. I'll go grab a mop. Soft gurgling. Dum 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 da dum 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 dum. And it fades out. Entity number 93. Habitats. Level 480. Description. Entity 93, dubbed the Night Stalker, is an entity rumored to exist in level 480. Its existence is unconfirmed, but many wanderers have reported seeing an entity, which takes the appearance of a large spider roaming the aisles of the level. Witnesses have also reported that the entity tends to appear and disappear at random, making it difficult to catalog. One theory as to why there are so few witnesses is that the majority of wanderers who encounter the entity do not make it out alive. As such, wanderers are encouraged to not go searching for this entity, as to ensure their safety. Biology and behavior. Research into the nature of this entity is still ongoing, but the Night Stalker has been reported to be a large spider-like entity, whose appendages end on sharp, dagger-like points. The Night Stalker has reportedly been heard making sounds similar to humming, the significance of which is, as of yet, not known. It isn't clear what its role in the level is, but some have speculated that it has something to do with the anti-shoplifting measures that are advertised in a few signs around level 480. Do's and don'ts. Do. Avoid it if possible. The potential dangers are not worth it, and the MEG warns any wanderers to run away if they see it. Don't. Make any sudden movements or loud noises. It is unknown what would happen if you attract its attention. Why are we here again? To get some cream betweens. I don't understand why we had to come all the way out here for some off-brand Oreos. Theo, cream betweens are the good shit. They're so much better than Oreos. Even so, I'd rather not play Russian roulette for my next meal. Oh, come on, it's not the... Shh. Do you hear that? It's probably... No. It's probably nothing. No, Dum 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 da dum dum dum. Dum 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 da dum da dum. Shh. Oh shit, is that him? I think so. We have to leave now. Wait, I just need to get a closer look. Crash. Shit. Hello? Ah, you seem to have knocked some cans over. Please don't hurt me. And then, a notice. I would like to issue a correction on the Entity 93 entry. There was some miscommunication on our side, and that, combined with an unfortunate typo, has caused the article to portray the entity inaccurately. The page will be edited to rectify this error as soon as possible on behalf of the overseers. I apologize for any unnecessary panic that this entry may have caused. Written by Overseer Stretch. What a mess. I'll go grab a mop. Soft gurgling. Dum 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 da dum 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 dum. Arno? Oh God. Heavy breathing. Here. Singing tunes back up. Oh, another one. Here's Band-Aids to for your friend. Should patch him right up. What? Your friend here triggered some of our LP measures. You should really pay for these things, you know. Don't worry, I won't stop you. They don't pay me enough for that. I'm just a simple night stalker. Entity number 93. Habitats. Level 480. Description. Entity 93, dubbed the Night Stalker, is an entity rumored to exist in level 480. Its existence is unconfirmed, but many wanderers have reported seeing an entity which takes the appearance of a large spider stalking the shelves of the level. Witnesses have also reported that the entity tends to appear and disappear at random, making it difficult to catalog. Due to this, the Night Stalker has attained the status of folklore for the wanderers passing through level 480. Many consider seeing it to be a sign of good luck. Biology and behavior. Research is still ongoing, but the Night Stalker has been reported to be a large, spider-like entity, which can use its appendages to stalk shelves. The Night Stalker has reportedly been heard humming and mumbling to itself as it stalks the shelves. It is not known where it comes from, or where it gets the products it uses. Do's and don'ts. Do. Try to get a closer look. Who knows when you'll have the chance to see it again. Don't make any sudden movements or loud noises. You might scare it away. And that is it. There's no more interesting links to anything else for level 480, and even if there were, I'd probably save it for another video. I am inclined to wonder about the blackout event, as in many levels we've looked at so far, it seems that it's a recurring theme. Blackout events are common in levels like level 480, level 2, I'm pretty sure level 3 as well. But it's very simple. These events are when, in a level that has lights, the lights go out, and entities come out to roam the level. It basically gets more dangerous. But I wonder if this is a phenomenon for a reason. I wonder... I'm not sure. The only thing I know for certain is that the people that run the backrooms need to get a grip on their power situation. Because blackouts are not good. You know, you don't want your lights turning off. Also, I wonder how you would pay for these things. Would they take regular money? I doubt it. I don't know. I'm inclined to believe somewhere in the store there's doors of some sort, an exit, maybe. Not into another level, but maybe outside of the building. Well, whatever the case that may be, I don't think we'll ever have a real answer to that. I imagine that one could run into the Night Stalker, the Night Stalker, not like stalk as it was in the first entry. That was the notice. At first I was reading and I had thought the notice was something from the level's author. But, I mean, technically it is, but I thought it might have been a mistake or something with the, page itself was off. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Because it says Overseer. And Overseer Stretch wrote it. I'm not much of a theorist, but if I had to guess, maybe the back rooms is its own kind of world, like we have the front rooms. Maybe these levels we find are merely parts of that world. Buildings that these entities go to spend their time. I don't know. In the end, all I can do is speculate. I do think, however, that the level and the entity leave a lot to be said. A lot more than I can cover in this video. My favorite part to read was probably, have you been zumping? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it certainly sounds funny as hell. And I don't know what Derek's disease is. It's bolded, but it is not a link, so I can't click it to be taken to a document about it. Also, if you were wondering on the Employee of the Month thing, I had stopped the recording for a minute so I could be like, Nurina Trigiet Kanakuka? It took me a while to even get that far with it. I know my reading is not the best, but I certainly hope it was adequate. Anyway, I certainly hope you enjoyed this video, as I enjoyed reading it. The writing was a little bit odd in some places, but my reading is odd in some places, so I guess, well, fair's fair. And I have been Ipopris. And if you enjoyed this video, then give it a like, comment, comment anyway, if you have an idea for a level for me to read. I already have an idea of what I'm gonna read next, but if you have any ideas for me, go ahead, put them in the comments. If you liked the video, though, and you click the like button, it'll save to your likes playlist so you can come back to it later. I do that sometimes myself, just, to keep channels in there, and it doesn't take very long to get to them. You can also save it to watch later. You can subscribe. Subscribing and turning on notifications, both, either or, whichever, they help and make you aware when I upload. And if you didn't like the video, well, since YouTube is currently being a giant piss baby about dislike visibility, go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me to kill myself if you want to, I don't know. Anyway, whatever the case may be, leave a comment. I like reading them, even if I don't like what they say. But that is about all. And I will see you next time.